This quick video showing how to change the scan body type that you have if you accidentally scanned your implant with a scan body that doesn't have a matching pre-milled blank. So for this example, I had a case where we had scanned this patient with a Glidewell scan body many years ago, and we had to make a new crown for him. So in this scenario, I didn't feel like taking a brand new scan. We're just going to use its existing one. The problem is I don't have a pre-milled blank to go with this. I only have DES pre-milled blanks, and I did not take a DES scan. So now I need to somehow integrate this Glidewell scan body with a DES pre-milled blank. So this way worked for me. I don't know if it works for everybody, but it works for me, so let's go through it. I'm doing this through a remote session, so ignore any lag here. So initially, I'm going to tell it that I did actually use the Glidewell scan body. And we'll go ahead and do best fit matching here in perfect. I'm just going to fly through this real quick. I don't really care what this thing is going to look like. But to make this work, you have to go through a couple of steps first because it needs to create a reconstruction of something first. Otherwise, if you just change the scan body right away, it won't have any relationship to connect it to. And this is going to be way off on the mesial and distal. Let me just go ahead and tilt the distal tooth here. And again, that's just for demonstration purposes. I'm not actually trying to make this look good at all. I don't know why it's purple right now, but we're going to ignore that because it doesn't matter. So now we can see it's starting to create the abutment bottoms here. So we can see we still have our scan body for Glidewell right in there. Let's hide the crown there. In fact, let's hide our scan as well. And let's hide pretty much everything right now except for our abutments. And we can see the library geometry for this at the bottom is for Nobel active, and that looks correct. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to go ahead and create some sort of abutment bottom. Now, if you're doing this for real, I would go ahead and just actually treat this as if you're creating your own case directly from the scan body because you won't have to do any of this again later. So just go ahead and treat it like normal. But now you can see I actually have an actual reconstruction of the bottom of this. My problem that I have right now is you don't see any implant parts up in this area. That's because this scan body didn't have any 3D data for a pre-milled blank, so Exocad has no actual abutment data for this. The problem now is I can't mill this because there's no way Exocad can tell my mill to mill this into a DES blank. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch into expert mode. If I go to tools, sorry, not tools. If I go to the bottom here, we can see we do have reconstructions available. So it saved something. At this point, I can now go back to detect implant position. It's going to take me back to my scan here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this to Dell Nobel Active with a narrow platform and a 10 millimeter diameter. And if you look into here, you can see it actually, whoops, let me cancel that and do that again because you don't want to click anywhere else. You don't want it to actually move. What we'll do is simply change this to this. Narrow platform, 10 millimeter. I'm going to hit OK. It's going to say do best fit matching, but I'm going to hit OK just to skip that. And now it actually left my implant in the exact same position. So it registered the implant with the Glidewell scan body. Then after I switched it to the DES scan body, it kept the implant in the exact same position and just converted it into a DES. Had I clicked best fit position, it would have re-rotated the entire thing and screwed everything up. But since I didn't do that, I now have everything switched over to a DES pre-milled blank. And we can see here, if we hide everything real quick, and we'll show our abutments, we can also see
the implant analog parts and the preform and library geometry have not changed because everything matches. Everything matches up right now. The library geometry for the desks lines up exactly with this abutment that I'd already designed. You can see that gold overlay with the gray. Everything matches up just fine. I went ahead and did a demo mill with this as well to see if it actually fit the case model, and it fit perfectly. So at least in this situation, it works well for me.